The U.S. has passed another grim milestone in its battle with the coronavirus. There are now more than 7 million known infections in this country, with more than 55,000 new cases reported on Friday. That is pushing the death toll to more than 203,000 people in this country. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention warns 90% of the population remains vulnerable, but change is in the air. Florida's governor is lifting all restrictions on bars, restaurants, and other businesses. And here in New York, outdoor dining will become permanent. Michael George has more this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Michelle, good morning. Outdoor tents and sidewalk seating will now become a permanent fixture across New York City. The announcement by Mayor Bill de Blasio has restaurant owners breathing a sigh of relief, but there are also some clear signs this pandemic is far from over.
As New York restaurants reopen, there are some cold, hard facts coming out, too. U.S. cases rose 10% over the last few weeks, according to the Department of Health and Human Services, an average of 43,000 new cases each day. People of color continue to be hit hardest, and so are their children.
In terms of disparities that we see in adults is being seen in children.
But in Florida, it's come one, come all for the Republican governor.
We're not closing anything going forward. We're going to be able to host the Super Bowl in February.
And that leaves health professionals there concerned.
It's not based on science. It's the kind of politics that's going to backfire.
Already, at least 8 states are reporting spikes in new cases of the coronavirus, showing an increase of more than 60% in the past 2 weeks. In Wisconsin, the caseload rose nearly 100%.
I have extended the public health emergency in our state for an additional 30 days.
New Jersey's Governor Phil Murphy is sticking with restrictions, as is Virginia's Governor Ralph Northam. But he and the First Lady report they've tested positive for COVID and will now isolate for 10 days. And in Massachusetts, the virus spread at a veterans facility known as the Soldiers' Home became a criminal matter.
We believe this is the first criminal case in the country brought against those involved in nursing homes during the COVID-19 pandemic.
2 administrators are charged with mixing sick patients with others who didn't show symptoms.
They risked their lives from the beaches of Normandy to the jungles of Vietnam. To know that they died under the most horrific circumstances is truly shocking.
Now, all this happens just a few weeks before the flu season hits, which has a lot of doctors fearful that fighting the COVID outbreak along with a flu outbreak will cripple the healthcare system. That's why they say it's all the more important that Americans get their flu shots as early as possible. Dana?
All right, Michael, sound advice.